Hello, everyone, and welcome back to the Hard Truth Diamond Podcast, episode 128, Setting Expectations for the New Year.
Oh, yeah. Sorry, we've been sort of Christmas crazy around here,
Yes.
and I'm thinking, what the hell is she talking about this time? Okay, first of all,
Yes.
let's start with this. I know you represented the other night at a charity event
That
for
is
Children's
correct.
Hospital. And so tell us a little bit about it. How much did we raise? We offered diamonds and a diamond jewelry design with our very talented designer, Kimmy. And I understand the price of the package, although we put it at $5,000, has moved well beyond that now.
That is
so
correct.
it seems this time of year, hearts are in the right places.
Yes.
And I saw a picture of you. In fact, we'll make sure we use it in our short. But yeah, you look beautiful as usual.
Thank you.
And you were professional as usual. And when they put you up on stage to talk about it, what did you say exactly?
So of course, really quickly, just circling back, it was called the Wheels of Joy Charity Gala, and it was for two great causes. Of course, BC Children's Hospital Foundation was one of them, and our main sponsor, which was the global diamond broker, the Diamond Goat himself, I represented, and I basically said that we have the world's most beautiful diamonds at prices that defy comparison. And I said, Mr. Colin Ferguson says it best himself. And if you don't know who he is, to Google who the global diamond broker is.
Do I come up under Diamond Stud anywhere? Because that's
Not yet. Not
because
yet.
every day I go on and put Diamond Stud in on everything. And,
We'll have to reach out to Google.
I'm trying, right?
Yeah.
Like, what the hell? Anyway, thank you so much for being there, Katrina.
Yeah, it
and
was
it's
an
exciting
amazing
to be
event.
part of it. And people don't know, but we do this sort of thing a lot.
Yeah.
We normally are more quiet about it, but I want to get that picture of you up there.
Yeah, I'll throw
in
the
front
picture
of the
up.
children. Yeah,
Yeah.
perfect. So, what are we going to talk about today now that we're past that? And we're past a couple of things, and we're about to be past something else
Yeah.
in 2024. And there's a lot going on in the diamond industry.
There is.
And what's to come, I think, is going to shock people.
Definitely.
I think, you were talking today about, why don't you talk about it? We were talking about the receipts at Signet. Now, Signet is the biggest diamond retail conglomeration in the world. And if you go back through some of our podcasts, you will see me talking about the fact that the way that De Beers, the big diamond company that owns the diamonds, and Signet are going to try to manipulate you into, and I mean manipulate. This is big corporations who no one can approach, no one's gonna sue, no one's gonna do anything to them. Well, they're reaching into your pockets. And the fact that I get away with saying this stuff is the fact that it's the truth.
It's the truth.
And why don't you tell a little bit more about what you were talking to me, because I'd forgotten all about this.
Well, I was reading an article earlier this morning about Signet, how they are putting a buyer beware disclaimer on all of their receipts when they sell their natural or lab-grown diamonds. And of course, some people don't know that Signet, their chains are Zale, K, and Blue Nile. So just in case if you guys are unaware, they're putting a buyer beware disclaimer, basically letting people know that if you purchase from us, the retail value of what you purchased may go down in value.
It may go down in, honest to goodness, all the double talk, and another prediction I had made, you can always go, on these predictions and these things I say, apparently I'm always right, because no one's taken me up on my $5,000 offer. Just prove me wrong on anything I talk about. But in this particular case is the fact that, Signet, I said Signet and De Beers would get into bed together, which now they've done, at a time where they're trying to save the industry. They have billions of dollars behind them, although the value of De Beers, certainly, I don't know what's happening with Signet these days as the mine diamond industry continues to collapse.
Right.
But this thing about the fact that there's some sort of appreciative value in a diamond that comes out of the mine is, if you think about it based on the simple laws, and I'm not talking about theories of economics, it's horse hockey.
Yeah.
It's horse hockey. It's just not true. And,
Yeah.
they say it like it is, and they keep trying to shove this down a world's throat who is informed, knowledgeable, knows what's going on. I mean, why aren't there investors in diamond engagement rings other than Signet and De Beers who are out there, if these things go up the way they say they do, or hold value even the way they say they do,
Right.
or have the potential to? Because I can tell you this, and I don't want to seem like I'm beating a dead horse, but it's just not a fact. And so if they get through this year, what happens next year? And I guess that's what we're here to talk about.
What does happen next year?
So
2025?
people aren't, I believe people aren't stupid. Look, when they come to get an engagement ring, their heart's in the right place, which may put their mind and their logic in the wrong place, but these things have never appreciated for you. The people who are making the money are the people who sell them to you.
That is
And
correct.
if they weren't making money and these things appreciated the way you said, why don't they just agree to take them back if things don't work out?
That is
Think
so
of what
true.
a great guarantee. But no one wants to think about that when they're getting their engagement ring
No.
because they're in love. And I don't know, I've never fallen in love and fallen out of love. Have you, Katrina?
You've never fallen in love before, really?
Or fallen out?
Well, I think
Of course I have.
Yeah, of
That's
course.
sarcasm. Everybody has, for goodness sakes.
I was just about to ask.
Right?
So that is correct. If people were to return it,
There's nowhere to return it.
exactly.
There's no secondary market. It's pure smoke.
That is
And the
correct.
only way diamond prices go up is because they cost more. Well, this is now stopped, full stop. They used to cost more every single year.
Yeah.
And so let's talk about 2025 and what's
Okay.
going to happen.
Yes, let's
So
talk about it.
Signet and De Beers are, we're going to know the results pretty quick here. And everything I see is either cautiously, very cautiously optimistic, or dealing with their head on earth and not in the clouds. And it's the fact that, look, the lab-grown diamond industry in 4 short years has done the unbelievable, up until then, the impossible. And, they have decimated the mine diamond industry. Look, I grew up in the mine diamond industry. I did the mine diamond industry for 40.
Yeah.
I still do the
40
mine
plus
diamond
years?
industry. If you want mine, particularly a colored diamond from Argyle, which we're kind of famous for because I'm a former, when the mine was open, Argyle authorized partner.
Yeah.
Look, those stones are going to do just fine. Natural fancy colored diamonds. I was on the phone today with the GIA for an incredible champagne. It's 11 carats, a marquee. We're sending the stone in because the last time it was certified was 1980.
Wow.
It's an 11 carat beautiful stone, VVS2.
Yeah.
And we want to know from the GIA, and I don't know if our listeners know the GIA will do this, but GIA or no way, they're going to look at that stone from 45 years ago,
Wow.
and they are going to tell us whether its cut can be improved, its clarity can be improved. These are services
I love
you
that.
can get. So, the price isn't going to change whether it's an 11 or 10 carat stone.
Okay.
What will change, however, is the fact that oh, sorry, I'm getting a phone call and I'm not allowed to have my phone here. Awkward. Where was I again?
The champagne, the cost will stay the same.
But at a 10 carat and 11 carat, the price per carat's the same. But if we can get it to a internally flawless or flawless, this is a diamond that's worth double.
Wow.
We do these a lot with our Argyle pink diamonds is where I learned to do this. and you can improve the quality of the diamond through cutting and through technology. And this is another thing, you know, the GIA was certifying diamonds in 1980.
Right.
And it's interesting because if you see the document, it's hand signed.
Wow.
It's not like today where it's this formal document, nor was the technology available to do what they can do today.
That's incredible.
So think about that. Think about technology.
It's
you know,
improving.
some things are going to change over the next 5 years. Okay, when you go out to purchase a diamond, it's going to change a lot. You know, you were talking this morning again, we actually talk about these things before we hop on. You were talking about a technological aspect of improvements that are taking place with
technology. Before
CBD and
HPHT, but before that, can we circle back to the champagne? Will our viewers get a follow-up once it gets recertified by the GIA that we can improve the cut of that champagne?
100%. That's a great idea.
I love that.
So that stone's going to go in, and they're going to look at it. Right now, it's only good in the cut.
Okay.
But, you know, again, this stone's been sitting with one of our clients for 45 years.
I'm excited to
there's
hear
a
what
lot
it's
of
gonna be,
there's a big return on that diamond. We're just trying to help her get a bigger return.
Love it. So
if you have diamonds sitting at home, you don't know the value, we're here to help.
I love that. See, something that we could offer.
So what else is what's for the future? What's for 2025? And I can tell you right now, you're going to see more of the same, what we were just talking about. Technology is moving ahead. It's not waiting for anybody.
No, it's not.
It's not waiting for anybody in any sector. The diamond industry now is completely
it's hyperspeed right now.
It's hyperspeed. And they're improving HPHT, either process CVD, to make them yet more difficult to tell the difference between. So while the industry is trying to catch up with what's now old technology to be able to tell you whether it's out of a mine or a lab, the lab-grown industry is pushing ahead to make these things even more undetectable.
Insane.
Who are you going to trust? How will you know? I mean, the plans they're putting in to brand every diamond. Let me tell you something about branding diamonds where you have a laser inscription. If we wanted your pretty face on the side of our diamonds, you can laser inscribe beautiful Katrina on the diamond.
I would love that.
The problem with you being on there, it competes with the diamond.
Yeah, but how would you have it, like what name? Like the Katrina Rock? You know?
The Katrina Rock.
Yeah, the Katrina
Well, you can put that
Rock.
though. And guess how much it costs for us to laser inscribe your face on a diamond?
Ooh, tell me, because I'm interested
So
now.
take a guess. What would you think? Technology. I mean, you remember when these lasers came along?
Right.
What would it cost with a laser to put your face, take a picture of you,
and then put it on the diamond.
have AI, which we need to talk about next, make an outline of your picture.
Yeah.
That costs nothing nowadays.
Wow.
Basically.
What do you mean cost? I won't even get the price right.
So what they're saying is they're going to brand the diamonds.
Okay.
So, you know, like a Rolex brand or where they put it right on the problem is, you guys, is the same old problem the industry's been having forever. You can brand Rolex in any diamond. You can buy your own laser machine and brand the diamonds.
Incredible.
And so just like is so heavily affected from, you know, like Louis Vuitton bags and all these things that women buy, much more than they buy the originals.
Right.
This is what's going on with diamonds. So again, they have all these strategies, none of which have a potential to undo what's been done.
Wow.
Right?
Wow.
Like, in fact, it seems to just draw more attention to it. Like that information on a signet diamond receipt. They don't go up in value anyway. Who cares?
Well, they just want to let their people know.
Yeah,
At least they could say, I told you so.
It's false information. But listen, the same amount that lab-grown diamonds have dropped in price.
Yeah.
Don't think the mined ones haven't.
Yeah,
Mined
of course.
ones are stockpiled. Google the stockpiles. I say this all the time, all over the world. Was
Beautiful.
that 20 minutes already?
15.
Oh, 15. When did we start
So-
doing 50? You guys are just out to confuse me, right? Like,
So let's talk
you know,
about-
once we get one thing going in one direction, you
Yeah.
change everything. And maybe that's a paradigm for what's coming.
Exactly.
Everything's changing.
Changing.
Look, if you're going to spend your money on a mined diamond next year, given the prices, which are still falling, by the way, even at
They're
this
falling, but they're still high.
Oh,
They're higher than
comparatively
lab-grown,
speaking.
yes.
But they have to come down.
Yeah.
Or how are they going to guarantee? I mean, I'm sorry. I just can't see it. I've thought about this. I feel bad about it. I don't want to be, but we deal in the facts here.
Yeah.
And the
Straight
fact
facts.
is, in a ring on a finger, no one in the world can tell a difference.
Exactly.
If she wants to say it's lab grown, she can say it. If she doesn't have to. Do you know it's not even the law that you have to laser inscribe a diamond
Okay.
to say it's lab grown?
Wow.
You don't have to. And they don't.
There
They
you
don't.
go.
There's so much counterfeiting going on,
Yeah.
so much misrepresentation
Mm-hmm.
that, in my view, in 2025, you're going to have to believe and consider prices in line with laboratory-created diamonds.
There you go.
It's how else are you going to do it?
Right.
If you can't tell and you know this is the price, are you going to pay more?
Yeah.
It's
You
a
gotta
frightening
think-
situation.
I think 2025 is think smarter. That's what you should be doing.
Well, and there's so much homework to do.
Yeah.
If you want to know really how to verify that it is what it is,
Then we can call the lady who can tell what's a mine and a lab diamond.
that is just cruel. Okay.
That was from our last podcast. If you missed out on that joke.
Yeah, the woman who told me. Oh my goodness. I can't talk about that story anymore. She's such a lovely woman, and I am such a pragmatist. And she explained to me, like, so I went through my whole shtick about what's going on in the industry. And
Yeah.
look, I have friends at De Beers who've been there forever. My friends are at the mines. My friends are at the sources. My friends are in India at the labs. I don't have middlemen in my information or in the acquisition of our diamonds.
Yeah.
Okay, that was a good one.
That
right?
was a very nice one.
I don't have
Flowed
to.
very
You write
smoothly.
that one down. We'll do a TikTok on that one for sure. Hey, I
I
don't
love
have
it.
middlemen on the
But let's go back to
information.
what we were saying. So if you can't tell the difference between a mine and a lab, because we're talking about how would you pay more for a diamond in 2025, the only way that you can figure out, and then I cut you off and I talked about the
Well, the
laser
only way you
diamonds.
can figure out is you have to trust the GIA.
There
And
we
if you
go.
don't have the GIA, look, you have to do what Sotheby's does, what Christie's does,
Mm-hmm.
what Harry Winston does, what the Global Diamond Broker does. Get it off yourself. Look, if the GIA says, and the GIA's made mistakes. Look, you're hedging bets. We had Branko Deljanin on
Yeah.
when we were talking about the green diamonds that came out in the 90s that were all fake, and the GIA called them all real. They were all irradiated
Wow.
to make them white diamonds green. And
Wow.
they sent them out, and it was only after they had been sent out that someone working for the Green Diamond Company
they
got, it was a whistleblower
Mm-hmm.
that they found out that these were, this is the industry you're dealing with today. You're in a battle against technology.
Right.
And what's at the end of the day, what do you want to do? Like that young couple, like who is planning their life, do you get a 1 carat diamond, or let's say even more, let's talk about some real value, like,
Okay.
you know, because in our market, the US market, a lot of these sell daily. Do you get a 5 carat diamond for 12,000 US dollars? Or do you get one for 200,000 US dollars and they look identical? And you know, and that's, so let's dial that back a bit, back to the 1 carat that
Right.
you can get for 1,200, and the same quality in a mine diamond is 20,000.
Yeah.
where do you put your money? Where are your priorities, right? Like you're building a life together.
Right. No, I agree with you. I agree. Some people need to think smart in that sense. And now that we're talking about what do we expect in 2025, I know you wanted to speak a little bit about AI and the new paradigm in the diamond industry.
Well, I think that, thank you for bringing that. Look, if you're not looking at, here's my prediction.
Okay.
Okay. And I spent a meeting with Marvelous Marin there behind the camera with a top expert globally across the table, talking about how we are going to incorporate AI.
Yes.
And make it so much more transparent, the industry, than it has ever been.
Right.
And so, you know, there's a lot of things coming that people aren't aware of. This old paradigm of, you know, Blue Nile or Brilliant Earth, or even us to a certain degree of taking jewelry orders the way we take them, is about to change a great deal and to your benefit.
Yep.
You know, all the information, the reality, the truth is going to be there. And one thing that's never been there is truth in diamonds. And it's why I say $5,000 US, you want more? Let's bet. Okay,
Right.
Any information I give. And so I think with what's about to become, you know, I've been around, I have some experience. That sounds wrong, right? I've been around. It's not, right.
He has been around.
But I've been around the industry a lot. And, you know, I experienced no internet to what we have today.
Yeah.
And now with AI, think about this. Google is antiquated. It's old now. You don't use those searches.
Yeah.
You use chat. And so you get direct answers to direct questions, and you don't get a million articles that come up.
It's like your own personal assistant.
And becoming more and more and more that way. So, you know, technology is one of the things coming. What's going to stay the same? So for us, if we went and raised our prices, for example, and not been the direct broker globally, that would change the way we do things. It's so vast to think about. For example, now, because they write on receipts, or right? Like, how is that going to stop someone who's owning a diamond from going online, or worse yet for the industry, going on AI and just going, what's the best price? What's the
exactly.
like secrets like this are now going to be out there and definitive.
Yeah.
Like, what's the most important consideration in your diamond in terms of beauty? And the industry has lied about this. I mean, again, don't think it's rocket science. It's just simple. It's simple, this stuff. Of course, a white diamond, a D color certified by the GIA, so it's really D, is going to be the whitest, brightest. Nothing slows down the passage. And they've been telling you it's cut. It's not cut.
Wow. People need to know. 2025, transparency.
Stick with us. There's a lot of cool things we're involved in.
Yeah.
And they're going to benefit you, and they're going to benefit the industry.
Yes.
And I'm on a mission from God here.
Oh.
So,
Okay.
but I am. And because I think I've been always passionate. You know, when I came out of retirement and came online and started talking about what I talk about.
Yeah.
I'm going through the growth that people like me go through when they come out and they give facts, and it's contrary to the industry.
I love it.
And,
we need that.
And I'm a fighter,
Yeah.
and I love this stuff. But at the end of the day, if you're owning a diamond today, it is about beauty.
That is correct.
There's so much garbage left in the marketplace that they're going to try and stuff down your throat.
Yeah.
HIJ.
People need to know this.
There's so much misinformation.
It's surprising how people do not know.
AI will vet it.
Yeah. Make AI your best friend.
Right?
Doesn't matter. I've met some people that said, I'm never going to trust AI. I'm never going to download ChatGPT. But I'm telling you, the new paradigm, the new wave is coming. And it's either you're on the train or you're going to be left behind at the station. That's what I always
You know,
like to
as
say.
you were pointing out to me this morning when you were being mean to me with Aaron,
We're never
like
mean.
I'm never allowed to have a bad week, right? Like
Oh my goodness.
anyway,
But what did I point out this morning?
Chat's my best friend.
Yeah, I like
It's
chat.
my only friend, really. Now. Right? Like I've learned it. I'm starting to talk like you.
Why
I've
did I
learned it
learn
to
it?
talk. I've taught it to talk to me.
Yeah,
And so
it
we
like
have
speaks
these
to you,
laws.
though. You know that, right?
It speaks to
Yeah.
me. Yeah. But
Because I remember before you're like, how does it speak to me? And I was telling you you can change the voice to it.
yeah.
Yeah.
So anyway, that's what's going on. You're going to see a lot more AI applications. You're
Yes.
going to see a lot more transparency. And I don't think any of those things bode well for the mine diamond industry.
Yep.
Truth will not set them free. It will just make them more and more expensive for no good reason.
Well,
I've
there you
had a
go.
couple of those. That was a good one.
Yeah,
too,
this
eh?
was a good episode. I
Very
think that
evangelic.
it's much better when you're in a better mood.
I'm the problem. I'm the problem. Things go good, I'm the problem. Things go bad,
He's a problem.
look, been a great episode. Season's
That is
greetings,
correct.
everybody.
Are we on next week?
Oh,
Christmas week?
I think we are. We got to talk about
Yeah,
that,
we'll
though.
talk about it, guys.
I mean, you need a break, though. You've worked so hard this year.
I'm moving and grooving, but I'm enjoying my time. This
That's
is life. Life is
sarcasm.
lifing.
I'm the one who worked hard this year.
Yeah,
not-
he did.
Right?
We can get you a good foot massage. Not by me though.
Bring Neha back? Is that where?
You never know. Calling on a good foot masseuse out there.
Okay, just stop. Anyway, happy holidays, everybody. Happy New Year. We're grateful to have you here. We're grateful. You got questions? We've got the answers.
Yes, we do.
World's most beautiful. Prices that defy
Defy
comparison.
comparison.
Or return it for life.
Yes.
Okay? This is coming in 2025. Rare Rock is finally coming in 2025 on the back of AI.
Let's go.
Ride that AI pony. Oh, sorry. Take care of you guys. God bless.
Bye.